Hey there, YouTube. Welcome to my channel. I am Dr. Scoggins with Fresno Health and Wellness, and I appreciate you stopping by today. Today's video, I am going to discuss a little bit more about the COVID-19 virus. I know there's a lot of videos out there that talk about our anxieties around this virus and how people have been able to cope with their anxiety that they're experiencing. However, I don't see a lot of videos out there or information out there for our essential workers. So the essential workers are the people that have been left to kind of manage the world for us. So I'm in California and we are in a shelter in place kind of status right now. And so if you are not an essential worker, you are asked to remain at home, inside the house, quarantined with your family, unless you need to go out for groceries or essential items. Now, the essential workers that remain in place are our, obviously, security department, first responders, grocery stores, pharmacies. I know I'm going to miss a whole lot, but we're still operating almost at full status, even with the quarantine in place. So this is putting a lot of our people in this almost forced sense of first responder status. So our first responders are typically people that run into our danger zones. But now our local folks that work at our grocery stores are asked to every shift go into the danger zone because the virus is obviously being transmitted and transferred through surfaces and the air. And so what we're not really discussing while we're at home joking, making memes of watching Netflix until our brains are squeezing out of our ears, is we're not talking about the people that are left to manage our world. So when we get anxious at home and we decide that, okay, I'm going to soothe my anxiety by going out and searching for toilet paper, searching for Lysol or wipes or things like that, well, we are then going out and we're relying on these essential workers to be open and available to help us with our own anxieties. But there isn't a lot of talk about how to help the people that are experiencing this stress. And that was asked of me during my last video that I had of how to cope with our stress, is like, what about the workforce that's still out there? And so I did a little bit of research and I looked at things about what first responders go through and what first responders experience and how many of them are eventually diagnosed with PTSD or some sort of anxiety or depression because of this constant fight or flight mode that they're in order to do their jobs. And in a sense, if we think about our grocery workers or, even Starbucks, government workers, your pharmacies, just people that are in normal everyday jobs, we aren't really they weren't considered, like when they signed up for this job, that they would be placed into a dangerous situation. So I think that in this video, I'll describe 4 key essential things that will be helpful for these essential workers. And if you are one of those, please reach out to me if you need any additional guidance or services. I'm offering online sessions in the state of California at a reduced rate. You can go to my website at www.fresnohealthandwellness.com, and all of our information is on that website. If you don't see where you would fit in, you can always give us a call. The number is on our website, because I'm offering some additional services to these essential workers because I'm seeing the impact that it's having on, just like I said, our normal day-to-day workers that shouldn't be faced with such terror every time they go to work. So of the four things, first and foremost, what I think is very important is to establish a support group. So whether that's a support group at your job that maybe several of the coworkers that you are with, that you guys meet once a week on FaceTime, you meet in the conference room at your office, however that may be. But I think that if you guys get together and discuss like your fears and anxieties about going to work every day while the rest of the world is kind of on hold, would allow you then to understand where everyone is coming from, and it gives a sense of camaraderie that you guys understand the mission and that you're in this together. And I think that's the big message that's been played out there, is that we're in this together. The second thing that I think is very important, and I wrote notes, that's why I'm looking down, is if it feels like it gets to be too overwhelming for you, the support group isn't working, the other measures that you're using to reduce your anxiety is not working, feel free to look for a mental health provider. In this situation, we're all faced with trauma, and the only way sometimes to understand that trauma, or at least get it off of your chest, is to speak to a professional. In my practice, I've moved it home. This is kind of my office now. That's mostly what we're discussing and talking about in sessions, is just people's anxieties and what they're experiencing on a day-to-day, and how we are going to use this day as, a positive motivator, and what they can do that's within their control in that day. So the third thing that I think is helpful is to monitor your anxiety, kind of taking like this anxiety temperature, if you will, getting up every day and measuring on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being really low, 10 being very high. Where's your anxiety at today? What is fueling it to go up, and what is like helping it to come down? By knowing those gauges every day, you're more likely to be able to employ strategies to help you reduce that anxiety when it's really high. So some things that you can do is listen to your body. If you need to take a break, take a break. I think that's really, really essential. Relaxation. Get out and do something fun. Laugh. Laughter is a very good mechanism, technique. I don't know why I was losing my choice of words, to help you reduce that anxiety. Take a walk, get active, get out in the environment. And here in California, I'm in Central California, it's been raining. So on top of the virus, we have rain. So we're not really getting out too much. But if weather is permitting, get outside, do some exercise. I've heard of a lot of clients saying that even like their yoga studios are going live streaming online. So get into a yoga class, get into some sort of workout and get moving. Meditation. There are a lot of meditation, mindfulness, relaxation apps on your phone, and there are a lot of videos on YouTube that you can access. So I suggest getting on there, finding some sort of technique that helps you keep that anxiety temperature in a range of maybe 3 to 6. You don't want it if it goes lower than 3, then great, you're in good shape, but you don't want it to go any higher than 6. And the last and another very important measure is your health, your overall health. One, you're less susceptible for this virus if you keep yourself healthy, and you're less susceptible to the stress and anxiety overcoming your body if you're healthy. That means get good sleep, eat well, plenty of fruits and vegetables, try to stay away from processed foods, snack foods, even though that's all the craze right now, is everyone's eating up all their snack foods. Making sure that you're drinking water, taking vitamins that are recommended by your medical provider, making sure that you're getting that okay. Increasing vitamin C if they suggest that. But always make sure that you're getting these recommendations from your general practitioner. But keeping your body healthy is one way to combat this as well, not just the virus, but the stress related to this. So again, if you are an essential worker, I commend you. Hats off to all of you guys. You're doing a phenomenal job. I'm thankful that I can take my work home, but I don't want to, with that, exclude recognizing you all of the wonderful job that you're doing. And again, if need be, and you feel that you're getting overwhelmed, there are a lot of resources, and I'll actually have that in the description below, that if you're not in the state of California and you're watching this video, that there is a resource out there for online therapy at a low rate for essential workers, and you will be able to find someone in your state that can help you. So again, everyone, be safe out there. Again, I commend you all for being there for us and our country, and I hope to bring you some more of these videos. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all soon. Take care.